And we're back. I'm Spider of Crescendo Games, and I've got with me Credonistus, the Osmongold of our channel. Hi.
Hello.
We are a two-man group.
Less bald than he is. Not by much, but slightly.
It's been 8 years since I've cut my hair, dude. With the exception of a few times I've done, where my wife's like, you have split ends. You should cut those. It's like, okay.
Mine's fairly long, and last time I cut mine was 2 years was April just gone.
Okay. All right. Yep. One of those. Yep. I hear you.
Mine grows pretty quick.
Mine, I guess mine doesn't. On the Discord server. So, yeah, we were supposed to have a couple more people here tonight, but we have a couple of people that had last-minute things come up, so that's where we're at. I'll be writing up a session report later, just sort of summarizing, because we've been playing like crazy in the Discord. The Discord's been hopping, so it's like, oh, look. Yeah. Cal and I are the only ones here after like an entire week. Oh, Golden might be showing up late. Let's see, we got what's going on here.
Hello.
Hey, man.
Hello.
You are late. Late. I'm gonna give you shit for it. How you doing, man? You all right?
I'm doing good.
Good. We are going to get this started then. We got 2 people, which is awesome. Okay, so kind of summarizing up why don't you guys sort of summarize up the stuff, the public stuff you've been doing on the Discord server. So for anyone who's watching later on, if anyone ever watches these for posterity, there's 2 different forms of play going on the Discord. Between chapters, there's public play where people announce what they're up to, and then there's private play where they DM me and I decide how far it circulates out. So without spilling the beans on your secret plans,
do you want
catch us up to speed.
I am just a very kind, loving priest who is going around spreading the good word. That's all that's happening. I'm helping out the lowly poor peasants who need help, and New Sota City needs me to make sure it's okay.
That sounds like that doesn't sound true. Okay, you know what? That's not true, but okay. All right. Okay.
So that's is nothing but a nice man.
Yeah. Who totally doesn't burn people to death while he's at it.
Never once, not once.
Never once, not even once. What about? All right, so that's Laurentius. Golden, can you put Elise's name in there, because I will forget it.
Oh,
I will forget Elise's name as I'm talking to you. Like, I'm terrible with names.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat. If I could do it. Elise.
That is. Are you using a typewriter? It sounds like a typewriter when you type. Do that again.
Okay.
My guess is
that sounds like a typewriter.
My guess is you've joined on mobile in voice, and your phone buzzes when you type.
It's gotta be. That's got to be it. My goodness, it sounds like a freaking typewriter, dude. That's awesome. That is awesome.
I've got a digital typewriter. I use it all the time. It's great.
Ooh. I've been thinking about getting one of those.
You can buy a second hand on eBay for like.
Let's see here. Adrian's like, shit, I left. I'm leaving Laurentius unsupervised. We may have just intimidated him into coming onto the stream. We'll see. All right, so for the moment, starting with, whichever one of you read off either your beliefs or your debts.
Okay.
I'll let you go first this time if you want.
Me? You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay.
He's being nice. He's giving you primacy.
Okay.
Oh, aristocrat.
The Church of Elpida gave me answers to a question I was never satisfied with. I owe my knowledge of Eos. The orphans of the church took me and showed me kindness despite my nature. I owe my ability to empathize to this. The church has provided me with sacred texts that gave me more insight into this world. My purpose and goals are fueled due to this.
Nice.
Nice. They're good.
Yeah, right? Golden understood the assignment.
Yeah.
He really did. And I've got him up here on my Discord so I can pull them up. Okay, as for you, Credo, let's go.
The light of Elpida lays within me. I am her messenger. Sota City is a corrupt hellscape. It must be purified. And the greatest sin of all is greed, and the world is bloated with it. I have a theme with my characters. It's never positive. I've picked greed specifically because that is one of my vices.
Well, of course. That's what else are you gonna do? Okay, so we've read these off. We're gonna do a quick rundown of how play works. Now, I am going to be referencing the core book as we are going. It is assumed by me that you guys are doing the same thing. Y'all are adults. I shouldn't have to tell you to, read rules. However, let's see here. So the basic loop, as I'm going, I describe. So we're gonna do the basic. The basic loop is I describe a scene. One of you decides to respond to the scene as like the primary actor.
Hello.
Acting within either your beliefs or your debts and the myth of the setting, which you guys have. So I should not have to be like, oh my goodness, did you guys check it? No, I don't. I assumed you guys checked it. I know
That's
the myth.
what we copied into the journal,
Yes.
right?
Yes, the Once Upon a Time. So that thing should be in your journals. So you have to be in line with both of those things in order to succeed at your action. If you manage to be in line with your beliefs or your heart, with your beliefs or your debts and the setting, I say yes, but we take whatever it is you're doing, we use it to create some really bad crap and we throw it at the next player. Or we say, if you fail to do both, I go no and then I make your life harder and then just keep pushing at you while giving you a condition. Or if you do your beliefs or debts or the myth, I say let's make a deal. You take a condition and then I say yes, but. So basically, 2/3 of those pass the turn off. Which reminds me, I need a dice roller.
Oh yeah.
I have dice with me.
Oh right, but my dice are in my car. I just realized that because I was stupid and I left them there and we don't have the time. So that's the basics of the game. Cal, there isn't any defying yet because y'all don't have fate. There's an entire aspect of the game, Golden, that is currently locked behind a paywall. Once you've gotten behind that paywall, this game's going to get really, really interesting. It's going to get pretty cutthroat pretty quick. So for the moment, we start the session by hitting the books. Everybody find a random section in your journal. And see here, I've got Laurentius spends his time alternating days. Sorry, but Laurentius spends his time alternating day to day.
I'm gonna do this while not looking.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I landed on the picture.
Oh, geez, what picture?
You know the sun thing I showed you?
No, can you pull up your camera so we can just take a quick look, if that's all right? Just show us the picture.
How I don't I have something. It's basically a sun.
Oh, he disappeared.
Oh, he's gone. Oops. Let's see here. He's back. Or he is about to be back. He's
Sorry.
back! It's all right.
That's the wrong button again. And anyway, it basically, how I describe it is, picture a sun covered in flames. You know, from Dark Souls, as it's just leaking down to the foreground and on the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No.
With angels. And it's also
that
on
all?
Discord as well.
Okay, cool. I've got an image in my head. All right, cool. Sweet. And then what do you got, Cal?
I received, as a child, I was raised in the church. Together, I united my fellow orphans to work together to do all of my chores.
All right. So I hear all that and come up with a twist for that. And then each of you, well, fortunately, the both of you are in the same spot. So we can just go from there.
Oh, we're both in Sota City. Lovely.
You're both in Sota City. Yes, you're both in New Sota City, because Old Sota City is currently Cleft Mountain.
I wasn't involved in that. What are you talking about?
Huh?
I wasn't involved in that. What are you talking about?
Not at all. You had nothing to do with that. Oh boy, this whole thing is about to fall over, which is exactly what I thought it was going to do. All right. All right. I put a towel under it. We should be good. Okay. So, what are we going to do? Someone comes into town with a big bag slung over their shoulder, and they just start throwing food at people. Start throwing bread at people.
In a kindness way, or in a
here, catch.
Yeah, so it's not like throwing tomatoes at a man in chains.
Right? No, not
More like,
not
"Here,
at all.
have this bread.
Right here, but he's walking through the town, just tossing. It's good bread too. This is the good stuff. Good hearty bread. Just goes through the matter of about. By the time you two hear about it, because he's on the other side of the city, he's gone. But people are running around with this bread, and they're like, and they're describing him as this guy with a patchwork cloak. With a
very obvious nod.
Mm-hmm. And with a strange with this very, very wide brimmed hat. That's not all that unusual because humans in this world usually wear a lot of wide brimmed hats, but his is especially wide, and he's definitely got this patchwork sort of a thing. So that's my. And then he vanished. So morale is actually up in the city because he came through just giving out food and then vanished.
Oh. Let me have a look at my character sheet for one moment. I do not have jealousy. It is lust, greed, and anger. Thank God.
Right. Yes, this is a good point. This is a very, very good point. So what do you guys want to... Who wants to go first?
I'm just looking. Wait, should we have write what you said before? I'm probably gonna have
Yeah.
to read.
Right. So what you do is you take that event that I just read off to you, and you write your character's reaction to it in your journal as a bullet point. So you're going to start adding to your journal now.
So I heard a rumor like that.
No, like people are walking around with this really, really heavy, really, really good bread that like they're like, no, someone is definitely like walking around the city handing this stuff out. Like if it's a rumor, it's a really convincing one because there's the bread and it's really good.
People are walking.
Yeah. Give me a second, guys.
The chaos of being a father. Have you been able to read the myth that we copied into our journals?
Hmm?
Have you been able to read the myth that we copied into our journals? That in the beginning, the outsider created his 7 daughters, all of that?
Yeah, I've been reading the myths like that. We copied that. People are walking around with very expensive bread, oddly enough. And I'm hearing rumors that the cause of this was a man draped in rags and wearing a very wide-brimmed hat.
Even more wide brimmed than usual for a human. Like Gandalf ridiculousness from like if you've ever read The Hobbit, you know what I'm talking about. Like ridiculously wide brimmed.
If he looks down, you don't see his face anymore.
Right, exactly.
Well, I think Laurentius would start putting out feelers as to who this man might be. You know, asking people who come to the church and saying, "Did you hear about the man with the bread? Were you able to see him, meet him? Where was he?" That sort of thing.
Okay, yeah. So they start they start to answer that, and it's a couple of the people are still eating the bread.
Lovely.
Like they're still eating it. But when they hand it to you, you realize it's Farron bread. It's a specific wheat bread. It's a specific wheat blend, which you now. Oh, cool! You're black. Oh, that is so.
Oh, I had to change it because my lighting keeps jumping in and out, so my face just turns half white.
Gosh. Oh, I can do it too. No, I can't. No.
Yeah, down the bottom where you have your different logos, there's the 3 dots, and if you go visual effects, you can change it all. You can even change background to brick and shit like that.
Unfortunately, I am going to give Maria so much crap for this because she hates Chrome and she has Safari on here, and it won't do it because it's Safari.
Oh,
now
this is through StreamYard.
Right.
Yeah.
Which jumps on using your browser.
Yeah.
Well, I have Safari. He hasn't loaded it.
You're an Apple. Ooh, there's your problem.
Look, do not get me started on Safari. Wife loaded it. I'm leaving it alone. Anyway, so yes, they present you the bread, but you immediately recognize it as Farron wheat bread.
Okay, this is that's the place that has all the wizards, right?
That's the place you came from.
Well, that's the place I came from. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, but like someone came all the way from there. That's a long way to go, especially if he's like. There's some logistics that now strike you as strange. Like, how would a guy that ill-equipped with just bread make it all the way through? How does the bread, like, how the heck did the bread last that long? Like, there's a couple of dozen questions you now have, all of which indicate that this guy probably isn't what he looks like.
Can I use one of my thingins for it?
Can
Can
What
I
do you mean?
use one of my beliefs or debts? Debts? Is that?
Yeah, you have debts. So the way that you do this, you just narrate what you're doing, and as long as you're mostly in line with your debts and with the myth, the action succeeds. And then we kind of twist it up and then we chuck it at the next person. So you hear this as well, Elise. You're in the general vicinity and you're learning in real time that the bread is Farron, which means that someone from the Farron kingdoms from the west, who you guys aren't in a terribly good relationship with and haven't been for a long time, is poking around. What do you want to do?
I want to check if this bread has any mystical properties imbued into it. Because you don't just thrown around free bread.
That's, I mean, in theory. Okay. So, how would you verify it?
Well, I want to use my in-depth knowledge of. I have it right here. Let's see my inventory. I have my living grimoire of lost knowledge.
Ooh,
And
okay, okay. That's a
belief
promising thing.
in my inventory. You could see like the book having like a face that one, but not the kind that move. Think of the ones from near Autonoma, each having a
Oh, yeah,
mouse.
yeah. Sure, yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. So you start looking through there, and they've kind of described who this is, right? And you realize that it is. You realize that it matches descriptions of an Baron legend, who's called the Donator, who shows up and just gives stuff away, but he usually does it in time of great distress, and it's usually a bad sign. Like, he's showing up because something bad is about to go down, and he's trying to help people out before it all happens.
I put my you could see me Elise just putting her hand looking at the bread, and just looking at the legend putting two and two. We're gonna go into a famine. God damn it!
Okay, at this point, roll a d6. Tell me what you get.
Okay, get my dice.
Yeah, just roll me a d6.
Both of us or one of us?
Just you.
Five.
As a hint, you want me to roll as little as possible. I
That
have
is so
a bad
true.
habit of getting ones.
Okay.
I got a 5. Is that good or bad? I can't tell.
In this particular case, we're figuring out what gets transmitted over to him, which is actually nothing. Nothing of what you just saw, Laurentius knows anything about.
Yeah.
So you don't know this.
Yeah. Well, Laurentius is going to be assuming that this is just a kindly man who might want to help out the church.
Right, exactly.
Meanwhile, from I know the deets.
Right. Meanwhile, and you're like, "Aw, crap, that's not good." Like, that could be a lot. This could be much better news.
Yep.
1 second. I'm writing this down because I'll forget. Because I am that person. That helps before a disaster. Oops. That's no good. That is no good at all. Okay. So we've got that going on.
So I'm gonna put a bullet point saying that the man in question comes from myths I learned from my living grimoire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can
Yeah.
write down whatever you want inside of the journal. Like I told you in DMs, the game only dictates what has to go into the journal. It doesn't tell you to not put in, art, because that was something that he had asked me about. Cal, he was like, "Can I put pictures in?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, of course you can put pictures in." So we're gonna kick it back.
We ran a short game for like 3 or 4 sessions where we used comic books as our journals.
Yes, and we need to get back to that. And I missed that game. I missed that game a lot. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay, so
Farron, is it Ferren?
yes, Farron as in iron. Ferris. Like iron.
Feris? Ferris?
No, Ferrereous, but it's spelled Ferren. Farron. Ferren. Let me put it into the chat. So that way you've got like that, but capitalized, of course, because it's a country. Okay, so we're gonna kick this back at Laurentius. Laurentius, as you're looking, it's like, oh, this is so nice. This person starts coming up. It's this old beggar woman. There's this child who's literally about to take some of the bread out, and eat it.
Yeah.
She comes, snatches it right out of the kid's hand, going, "That's old." The elderly take precedence over the young.
Oh, he's going to get involved in that.
Oh, is he now? I can't imagine.
Before she has even a bite out of this bread, a hand places on her shoulder, and with great kindness, Laurentius says, let me get comfortable. Actually, I've got a vacuum cleaner going. Let me shut the door properly.
Yep. You're good. You're good.
That is 10 times quieter. Sorry.
Always helpful.
Yeah, so Laurentius is going to put his hand on this lady's shoulder and say, like, in her, not in a threatening way, just in a kind way, Madame, I'm very sorry, but the children are our future. Just to see what she says.
She looks at you and she spits. Take angry 1. She spits right in your face.
I am taking angry 1.
You are taking angry 1. Now, we're introducing a new piece of tech which you're going to love. You're going to love this. Write a lesson connected. So you have angry 1, right?
Yep.
You put that in your inventory, right? Oh
Yep.
My goodness. What the heck is this? Hold up. He's here. Oh my goodness. I thought you were going on a plane. Anyway, we'll get to you in a minute.
I am getting on a plane. I'm just getting on the plane in an hour and a half. So.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, we'll be done by then, so it's fine.
What I wrote down, I looked into my living groomer after learning this bread is made from Farron ingredients.
From Farron wheat.
From Farron wheat.
Yeah.
Which my grimoire states that it's possibly a legend of a man who comes into towns that are going into a grave disaster.
Yep. All right. So she spits in your face, Laurentius. So you put angry 1, and then as obviously your stress goes up, you have to write a lesson that you have inside of your head on account of getting angry because of this.
The children are our future. The old have forgotten that.
Nice. Put that in your inventory.
Okay, as well as my journal?
Yeah. So you get rewarded at the end of the session, if I remember correctly. 1 second. Let me look this up and make sure. But you get rewarded at the end of the session for ignoring the lesson that you wrote.
He's not ignoring that lesson.
Right, but you get fate for it. You get fate for like fighting
Yep.
against.
I am definitely going to snatch the hello Dana. I'm definitely going to take the bread out of her hand and kick her out of the church.
Oh my goodness.
You're
Okay.
no longer welcome here. You are so short.
Oh, sorry. No. Did you defy on behalf of this lesson or act on it in a way that created trouble for an organization or created problems for the other players?
Well, I'm definitely doing something for an organization. I'm
No,
creating trouble by banning someone from the church.
it actually has to hurt, though. Like doggies.
He says hello.
Doggy! Hello, doggy!
So cute.
Doggy!
Is that your little sister?
Yeah, that's my
Doggy
sister.
crashes. Doggy crashes stream. Hooray! We're all happy. Okay. So that's what we got there.
We've still got a court, Dana.
So she spits in your face, and then she yells at you,
Yeah.
and she then yells at you because you're snatching bread from her hand. And she's accusing you of theft very, very, very loudly.
She can accuse me all she wants. She is no longer welcome in this church.
So what are you going to do?
I have an idea. Like, do I hear this?
Oh, yeah, this is extremely loud. If you want to join in, by all means.
I have an idea of my character just smells like as she heads up to the old woman, and since she too was given bread, she has literally no need for bread. She hands it over towards her.
I'm sorry, say it again.
At least with a grin, and it's a minor setting. She hands like the old lady as she hears the commotion her bread.
Oh. Like, here, have some of mine, sort of a deal?
Yep, like she can just take the whole thing.
My God, what's happening over here? My character
Look.
says as she walks in. What's causing this ruckus?
So, as you walk in, the old lady is she's shamed by what this elven, I mean, and elves are very, very rare inside of the world of men, but it's a nun. It's not just any elf, it's like a woman of the cloth, which is weird and unusual. Just, I'm gonna point that out again. That's a very, very, like, she looks up, she goes, "Oh, Mother Elise. Oh my goodness." And she's like, but when she does that, I'll make a deal. If you will accept, if you'll accept a level of shame, she will say yes, but she's going to make a huge frickin' deal of the fact that she's talking to that exotic elven nun, which, always gets you a ton of unwanted attention, and it's always a pain, and you always hate it because, I mean, yeah, you're an elf. Yes, you took up vows. Yes, that's unusual. Please leave me alone.
I mean, she might be considering that, but she'll just take the shame and roll with it.
Okay, cool. So you write shame 01 in your inventory, and then you write a lesson. So, like, you know how when you were writing debts, you were like, oh, this is what I owe someone. You know, just sort of like a general, like, this is what I think of it. You write down the condition, and then you go, this is why I got it, essentially, or this is what I think about, you know, being angry or feeling ashamed. If you act on that lesson during gameplay, you get fate points for it, but you actually
So-
have to cause trouble with it.
So shame 1 is that? Or is
That's
it
what
shame
you
0?
do. So you put shame 1 inside of your inventory, and then right next to it, you write whatever lesson you derive from the incident. So while you're working on that, if you want to, you can drop it in. You can drop your lesson into chat, and we can talk about it in a minute. But Hadrian showed up at a frickin' airport, so we really need to get him in. Because, holy crap, he showed up, and I did not anticipate this at all.
I phased in from the airport. Also, yeah, I'm going to Korea. It's gonna be quite fun.
Oh,
Oh,
cool!
lovely.
That's
I love it.
awesome, dude. My sister-in-law went there for like a semester of school, and she adored it.
Korea
She
is a nice
really,
place,
really loved it.
but I'm more worried about. Well, it's Korea. People there are nice.
Yes.
So, my character asked, "Oh, what's causing this ruckus?" Because she's hearing this like
Sure.
while my character is like walking her daughter to a nice bakery, her adopted daughter who's a mage.
Sure.
She's like, "What's causing this ruckus?"
Hey, look, there's that really, really cool elf who became a nun and who's a really, really big part of the church now. And standing over there is that guy who's been talking shit about about you, actually. You probably have been mentioned by him by name.
You probably even know one of my speeches. Not that I
You've probably
specifically
heard.
called out the rich of the city.
So,
Like,
so was he screaming at an old woman or a little girl? Because I didn't hear it properly.
I didn't scream, but an old lady snatched some bread off of a child, and I tried to intervene with kindness. And when she spat in my face, I stole the bread off. Well, I took the bread off of her to give
you
it back to
stole
the
it.
child.
See? I hear stole. Actually,
Yeah.
roll a d6 and tell me what you get, Cal.
Oh, I have an idea for lesson, like for
4.
my shame 1. Sometime.
Drop it in the private chat because we're in the. Well, let's not interrupt the flow.
Yeah.
All right, 4.
And then
Okay, whoever's making that particular scuffling sound, mute. That's somebody. That's
Oh, sorry,
golden.
that's me.
Son.
Sorry, that's me. I'm typing.
Dear
So-
Lord.
That's
so
the
while
Okay.
I hear this ruckus, given that I'm the lady of the food, I then ask, very nicely, why did you take, why was the bread taken from her? Is it very difficult to gain bread? Because I'm the lady of food. So I'm
Right.
the lady who controls, the bread. And
So-
I ask,
It wasn't
Like-
taken from her. It was taken from the child first.
I go to the child and say, I go to the child and, I give her a loaf or something. And I go to the old lady and ask her why she stole the bread.
The child. You asked the child why she stole the bread.
I got confused.
This
I was
is
supposed
perfect. No. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect because that's actually more in line with what Laurentius accidentally rolled on his stuff. So you ask the child this, and everybody goes quiet. You can hear a pin drop because you just completely misread the situation. And somebody
daughter.
somebody says, have you not been paying attention at all over the last hour? Over the last 2 or 3 hours?
I was just walking here. I'm sorry. That's amazing, though. That's amazing. You got my lack of attention into being my weaknesses as actually people. Okay.
So,
sorry.
but one of them goes, this man in a pet. So, to catch to catch Hadrian up, because you weren't here when we started this, there's this man with a patchwork cloak who's been wandering around giving really, really good bread out, and he just vanished. So it's actually really funny that Lady Marie knows nothing about this because you didn't either. So you just show up cold, and you're like, hey, there's bread being handed out. Hey, did a child just steal bread? And it's the worst possible reading you could have done. It's the worst. It's actually the worst. Because all these people are like, what the hell? Like, and the fact that you're a noblewoman makes it worse. It actually doesn't make it better. We're not.
Oh, and
we're,
I'm
we're,
the
we're not-
lady of the food as well. I'm the one who controls the bread to
Oh, they know.
and food.
They know who
So
you are.
I look like, oh, I look like a robber baron. You
Yep.
sly.
Yep.
I look like a robber
Yep.
baron getting mad that children,
Yep.
that starving peasants are stealing bread. Oh no, wait, no.
So you definitely pick up shame. So you put shame 1 in your inventory along with your lesson that you would think you would learn from that. We're gonna get back to, I think, Laurentius after that, right? I think is it but yeah, that's our thing. So roll. So you're right there. I'm going to mute Golden while he types. Anyway, because that is very, very, very loud. Sorry, Golden. Let's unmute and see if that. Sorry. Okay, so here's what we got. Now everybody is upset with Lady Marie, who you've been,
Bagging for a while.
bagging for a couple of days. So what do you do with this?
Lady Marie, I am Laurentius Marek. I am one of the brothers of this church. Do not concern yourself with what is going on here. It is already being handled.
Okay. 1 second.
I'm gonna do I'm just a girl arc and pick up my daughter and say I'm gonna try to act sweet and motherly and say I'm so sorry for misreading the situation in like a very kind motherly tone in her I'm just a girl voice. Oh Lord.
Okay. So, okay. How in the world would that work out? Okay. Good Lord. All right.
I know that Laurentius in the back of his mind is making a log of this so that next sermon he can make a big speech about how the nobles have no idea what they're doing. Their complete lack of awareness is causing these problems. Proof of it is the Lady Marie.
Right, because now you got like, so what do you, so she responds with this, everybody around just erupts in anger. They are pissed because they're like, what do you mean you're not just a normal person? Like, you can't just show up and do this crap. This is not good. So Elise, what do you want to do with this? Because now we've got Lady Marie, who was trying to defend herself for just walking into the situation and trying to help. You can tell she's trying to help. You can tell that she's just totally blindsided. And you can tell that Laurentius is starting to take some advantage of it, which is very much in line with what he's done every single day for like the last week, ever since he's shown up in this frickin' city. What do you want to do about it, Elise?
Well,
I'm really starting to
I
typecast
have an
myself
idea.
in these games.
choose one of my belief for it in line. I have an idea. Empathy. That could work, ish. In this case, why don't I turn this to an advantage? I could probably work. So I probably use like the churches, like from the sacred text, like
Sure.
to recite a passage to hopefully like alleviate like a certain someone's mishaps,
Hmm.
like for my own benefit, like saying some it is not our fault that the ones are can be infringed. We just need to how is it instinct while like how does he say like reveal the truth and accept forgiveness. And I can Irma, you could say,
Okay.
but
All
let's just
right.
get to the situation. Like people get bread and others get bread. It is those like we give, we do not take. That is the thing. And I am willing to part with what I have, like something like that.
Sure. Sure. Okay. That that's a pretty common cultural touchstone inside of this setup.
Yeah.
Um, and so everybody kind of calms down. They're like, okay, makes sense. This is something that we should be able to deal with. Like, okay, they're starting to calm down a bit. Lady Marie, do you want to add more to this?
Okay, I
No.
guess I could roll.
Yep.
I guess I could roll using charm, and try to convince people that while I misunderstood the situation, I simply did to ask this because if there are people who are starving or having difficulties with acquiring food, then I need to know because my reports have not been getting to me. And preventing and connecting this to one of the debts, which was, my debt to serve the people. I have a duty to keep them well fed and prevent them from starving or, moving to desperate measures to feed themselves.
Sure. You don't need to roll. You're sticking with the myth and then with your debts. And if you can do both those things, then in this case, you are doing that. You are saying, hey, now that if the reports coming back to me are not good, what can I do? Which is an interesting point to make. The yes but part of that equation is very simple, but Laurentius hears it. Laurentius, you just heard Lady Marie admit in front of everybody, la-di-da-di everybody.
Yeah.
You are smart. You are very smart with this character. You are very smart.
Me? What are you talking about? I'm not typecast as a manipulating asshole.
I kind of think that fits down with me, really.
You know what? You know what? There go. In your defense, this character is good, but she is Machiavellian.
Yeah. Well, Laurentius primarily doesn't want bloodshed in the church right now. So,
But do you take advantage of this opening? Because that is an opening.
absolutely. But it's less of a look at how terrible they are. It's more of a yes, they are terrible, but we must produce change from a place of kindness. If we start with bloodshed, those with power will turn against us, and with their power, they will wipe us off the face of the earth. Blah, blah, blah. Bullshit, bullshit.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Yup. Yes, but, we go back to, so as you're, like, talking about this, there's, like, oh, wow, I can do this one of two ways, and I think I'm going to do...
put in the text that I helped Lady Marie out of a sticky situation.
Yeah,
Using-
yeah. I mean, yeah. You can record whatever you like as far as that goes. Okay, so that was a success. This brings us to a point where we hit the books. I can explain why we hit the books later because I'm sort of feeling out a mechanic right now. But everybody hit the books.
Okay. Okay.
So open up your journal to a random page, close your eyes, put your finger down, and read out whatever it is you land on. I've got on Ransu 21st, a fell thing flew over New Sota, heading for Cleft Mountain.
I got-
Okay.
Well, I literally got the children are our future, and the old have forgotten that.
Yay.
Just the one I just wrote.
Yay.
You may not like this one.
Okay.
The Enslavo, faithful to the Firashov, enslaved the lower races, genetically engineering them into bastardized forms and abusing them until they grew bored.
Hey.
One
Yeah.
day someone will get, and we all live happily ever after. I say it every time. One day it will happen.
It's not written in anyone's journal. The joke's
We'll
on.
find a way to write it.
Yeah, it was in the myths. I wrote that down and I landed on that.
That's the idea. Yep. Hadrian, randomly search your journal. Wait, did you just say that someone left the studio?
You're muted, Hadrian.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Let's unmute him. Or I'm going to try to. Can't unmute because they chose to mute. Oh, up, out. All right. Hadrian, how you doing, man? Entered the studio. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. No, I hate this. I know what this is. Kick him.
Oh, is it repeating people again?
It's repeating people again. Sorry.
Who's the Australian, the one with the good internet?
I don't know. Well, he's in an airport. Cut him some slack.
Yeah, fair.
He's literally in an airport choosing to play. Like he's being a All right. Randomly search your journal, Hadrian, and read us off whatever you find.
Oh, by the 10.
Oh God. Everybody's getting the worst. Everybody is getting the worst this time. It's amazing. What you got?
Who?
Hadrian, I need you to randomly search your journal and read out loud something.
Okay. I'm going to my Google Docs. Sorry that I'm in the airport.
Yeah, you are at the airport. It's fine, man. You joined up from an airport. Like, how badass is this? Seriously, thank you. Like, that's some dedication, dude. Any luck, or is it locking up?
Okay, so if you can hear me, Spider.
I can't.
What I chose was she used a dark spell to curse her current husband to fall in love with her, the chronic prince of power to fall in love with her and become insanely romantically obsessed with her. Great. Just the worst.
This is fine.
These are some of the worst journal entries I think I've heard since like the middle of the last campaign we ran. Jesus Christ Almighty!
Wait, I just realized. Should I include the bread thing in my journal or no?
If you want
Yeah,
But involving the elderly lady. I just have to move this
Put as much or as little in. You have a bare minimum you have to put in, and everything else is extra. So congratulations. That's when someone in the back yells, "My child is missing."
Ah, boy.
Because apparently there was an. Oh, by the way, the old lady who stole the bread that all this happened. Yeah, she's getting blamed because she's gone too.
Wait, hold on. 1 sec. Is there anything around here that I can investigate?
Like what? What do you mean?
Let's see. I was never
I
seeing-
take off in 30 minutes.
Like
So
I look around to see if there's evidence of like someone leaving like any crumbs or anything.
Oh my god, he just turned his camera on! He's literally on the plane! Oh my dear god.
I get off in 30 minutes.
Adrian, you're awesome. That was awesome. He's playing from the plane. That's amazing. Okay, sorry. 1 second,
I'm gonna make my voice a little bit lower so the lady beside me doesn't get irritated, alright?
Can't imagine. This is great. Okay. Anyway, Golden, you had asked a question and I didn't hear it. I apologize.
I look around like to see if there's any crumbs or any fragments of them leaving.
Oh, you're asking about that kind of thing. Well, you are elven, and you do have elven eyes and elven senses, which are a bit more attuned to the world than the stupid humans that you've decided to live amongst for reasons that will always be weird. So you find that if there was a trail, it's probably been kicked up. The problem at this point is that the woman is essentially screaming out that someone took her child here right in the church, and people are starting to like. It's not the environment is tense. All right, Laurentius, what you got?
It has not been long, people of the church. If we all work together, step outside, we may find where this child has gone. Let us search the streets. Let us search the city.
So, how do we put this delicately? That's a let's make a deal.
Yep.
Because if
I
you
can make a deal.
oh, you're intentionally targeting the myth, you asshole. You asshole. You're like, I know this is gonna make. I know this is going to go bad. All right, fine. We're going to increase your anger by 1
Okay.
because the response is muddled, really, really, really muddled.
Yeah.
Like it's really muddled, it's just frustrating because you're able to talk them into it, but like everyone's like, "Hey, where's the kid? Where's the kid?" And it requires a lot more work from you than it
should. Yeah.
than it really should. It really takes way too much work, man. It takes way too much work to get this done. So people start kind of like filing out to look around, but like they're not doing it in a very organized way. So at this point, the question is, does Lady Marie or Mother Elise want to take the next action?
Yeah,
I say, remember how in my backstory I used to hire lance connects to defend the town once
Sure,
a bunch
yeah.
of horse raiders come here. So remembering that, I get my men and I ask some of the ones who work under me and say, search for the child and search for the child and bring her to her parents immediately. And then
They're on. Yeah,
I try to
they're
go at the
absolutely
top
on.
of my voice and say, if you don't, if you start running around like headless chickens, we're not gonna find her. Our duty is to protect the people of this town, and we need to be organized in doing it. Listen to me. I'm gonna try to use charm with that one.
Okay. You can't roll dice yet. Well, that's next session. We're getting there. But you have charm. This you have this like, you know, you have some. Wait, do you even have speech as a skill? Because speech is really the operative thing right now. Charm
I
is a
have
very very limited
Well, I think I
thing.
only. Hmm.
Uh,
I'm gonna check.
I have
Forgot about
speech at
this.
a D8.
Yeah,
Just
you're.
as reference.
Oh, I know.
have something is like my sacred text and living grimoire of lost knowledge.
Sure. So what happens is that
That
no,
sound-
no, they do not respond to you. And so we're going to just kind of kick Lady Marie a little bit around. We're going to give you level 1 fear. So you would then write like a lesson about that fear inside of your inventory. And yes, you can push things out of your inventory, like your skills. So we'll get to that in a second.
Do I have to
have an
write
idea
a
of what you-
second?
Hold up. Hold up.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I
Okay.
was just saying, because my anger increased by 1, do I have to write a second?
No,
Okay.
no, it's just as soon as you have it, you have it. So at any rate, all right. So no, you gain fear level 1, Lady Marie, because people actually don't respond well at all. If anything, they get more irate because you're essentially telling them to not like. They interpret it as you telling them to not help, and that just completely goes against everything. So we need to get lesson on Lady Marie's stuff, so that way, if he wants to, he can get the fate for it. We're gonna kick this over to Mother Elise. Mother Elise, what you got for us?
Let's see. I think the sacred text and the empathy thing from my belief could work out well. And let me look. I was seeing. Maybe something related to precognition. I don't know. Maybe. No, that doesn't work. I think sacred text like foundation. It's more like we all have to calm down, work together to unite. Because divided strength. If we go to different routes, we won't solve the thing. But we have to do this together, and I will be their forefront to search. This is under my watch, and I'm not going to lose anyone here.
All right, that totally doesn't screw Lady Marie over, but that's fine. That's fine. That's what this game is for. So at that point, yes, but you'll pick up anger level 1, so you get a new lesson to put in. Remember, these lessons can be used to get you fate points at the end. And you want fate points very, very, very badly. They are very interesting to you. Mm-hmm. If you use them to if you act on these lessons in a way that hurts another player or hurts an organization, or you just defy using it, and defy you can't do right now, but it's coming. You get fate points for it, which is nice. So you pick up angry as a condition, Mother Elise. So you and Lady Marie should be writing up lessons and dropping them in the chat. Oh wait, there's 4.
Oh, I didn't drop mine in the chat.
Heh! Lady Marie's private chat. We're all going to be shanking each other by the end. I can feel it. That is indeed part of where we're going with this. So you pick up angry level 1 because they just, again, like, they're not organizing in the way which you think they should, and you're just like, what the like. It's actively frustrating. They're not reacting the way you would like them to. So angry level 1. We'll get to that in a minute. As to what that means. So
I have an idea. My channel. Can I use it like a channeling thing, like as determination, like for my lesson?
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. It's just it's a lesson that your character learned from being angry. Like that's up to you to determine. Unless it's just something wildly dumb, which people do. Sorry, I work IT customer service. I do believe there are stupid questions. I do believe there are stupid ideas, and I just don't have any compunction about telling people this. So sorry. Not saying that was dumb, but like my threshold for stupidity is low, inhumanly low, so low. Anyway, so they finally like start to like they actually start to actively look for the child. And when they do that, that's an interesting problem. Okay, I'm seeing a problem with the thing I made. I'm going to adjust it in real time, and you guys don't need to know about it beyond the fact that I'm doing it. I
wrote my thing down.
Yep, and I responded. So what we have happen as people are like, falling out. Laurentius, you see that a couple of the young men are like more or less using this situation to look good in front of the girls. Like they're going and they're looking and really risky and unnecessarily like you can tell they don't take it seriously. The mother is sobbing. Her child has been kidnapped right in the middle of a church. It ain't like today where like someone would probably just crack a pedophile joke because it's a church. Yeah. Like people actually feel safe in these buildings, for God's sake. So people like, there's a woman sobbing and these guys are kind of showing off, and it just, you can tell just how much they don't actually care. What do you want to do with it?
Oh, I'm not sure if he. Let me think about it for a second.
Okay.
He's got nothing about being a Joker failure or anything like that. Quickly look at my. I think I would approach them definitely in anger. And
yeah,
I'm an angry guy. Like,
yeah.
Regardless of angry too, I'm an angry guy.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I would confront them with a child has gone missing and you are making jokes.
If you're actually acting on your anger, we can do something like that. Okay, cool. Let's pull up that.
One of my vices is anger, so
yeah, no, I mean it is an auto success. Like acting upon your anger is an auto success in this game. So, however, whatever you write, you have to underline it. Because if you remember, when you land on a page with underline, you have to choose it. Like just right off the bat. Forever
Yep.
will it dominate your destiny. Anyway, I can't believe I finally got to say that. All right. Declare one element of the scene to be why you fail. So you're yelling at this guy, and there's one thing going on which you think if you can destroy it, they'll listen to you. It has to be big and destructive, and you have to hate it.
Or
Yes.
can I actually see the old lady?
Yes.
Can it be the old lady?
Oh no. Sure.
Can I
Sure.
purify her with righteous anger?
Oh no.
This is
Like-
not gonna end well.
This is gonna end so well.
I see. I'm yelling at these guys, and midway through, tearing into these young men, I literally see the old lady past them, walking away with the bread in her hands. And
That is my bread I gave
I-
Torian.
Yep.
yeah,
That's the bread you gave her. Yep. Out of the
And-
actual kindness of your
Yeah.
dark elf heart. Oh no.
And I think the only thing I can do is grab her by the back of the head and purify her with the flames of Elpida. If she survives, goodness is in her heart.
She does not survive. You just set an old woman on fire.
You could see like Elise like just having like a twitch in her eyes, like seeing this and go in her mind, like, God damn it.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Cool. So you just set a woman on fire. An old woman. Right in front of everybody.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah.
I'm just long enough. You're like, what the hell are you doing?
Well, I had to destroy something, and I didn't want it to be the mother. So,
Oh, that would have been
Is she dead, or can I just put her out with water?
Oh, she's so dead. She
Yeah,
is so dead. Oh God. That's going in your journal, and that's definitely getting lined.
yeah.
Old woman on
Agreed.
fire to prove a point. She's dead. What have you done? But it works. Like that's the really awful thing. It works. They are like, oh my goodness, because the prophet just set this woman on fire. And he's for the poor. So clearly he must be a good guy, and she clearly must be a bad guy.
Yes, the flames of Elpida purify the evil. It's not my fault that she was evil.
You could see Elise just in the corner, just sighing with a face palm in her face, like feeling like the migraines going to her head. It's just take the situation, just use this and be protected. Just roll with it.
I think that's going to be what I underline too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll with this situation. Like, and anybody needs to protect.
I can't speak, so I have to type that down.
So here's the thing,
Yeah.
Lady Marie. That was one of your people, so to speak. Like you've been trying to take care of New Sota City, and this prophet asshole who's been talking shit about you for like the last 5 days. He just showed up out of the frickin' blue. He's been talking all
And
sorts
murders.
of shit about you, stomping on the little people. He just set an old lady on fire.
So I'm just gonna say this as a character.
I'm just gonna
full
my
of righteous
mentally-
anger and indignity, and ask
I'm just
if
gonna
I am
mentally-
truly so blind, then but you are blinder, for you have taken life in front of everyone. For the simple crime of taking bread, you have taken away what God considers most sacred in life
I
of a
have
woman. Her
taken
crime
life.
was
I
simply
have taken
bread. I was
Like,
trying to save it, even in my ignorance, to keep both of them fed and safe. Yet you have burnt them at the stake of your own ambition. Wow, okay. Okay.
Let's do it. Let's
This is
do
gonna
it.
go down not so fast. It's not even gonna be funny.
It's wow.
Well,
How-
like,
how-
at least since there's
Candles
ashes,
turning
at
on,
least it's
flying
a
up.
dustpan. Wait, do we have medieval dustpans?
I don't see why we would. I don't see why we would. Oh, you're gonna sweep up the woman's ashes. That's so.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to end in like. Oh, hey, Hadrian, how much longer you got, buddy?
Like maybe 8 minutes or 10 minutes max, because I'm just on the runway already.
Okay, so we are going to do the ending mechanics now. We're gonna end the chapter on that. On that. We're gonna end. We're cutting it. Like that's it. That's all she wrote. That's hilarious as hell. That is absolutely hilarious. I need to find my. All right. So that was something. So we're gonna go through with this. We're gonna go through this, and we are going as soon as I find my shit. Where's the ending session mechanics? Where did I put it in my own book? Can someone tell me where I put my shit in my own book? Table
Isn't
content.
it a crescendo thing?
Well, yeah, but thank you.
Sorry.
So helpful.
By
God in heaven on earth.
various mechanics, travel, battles, buying items.
Character creation, but it's for whatever reason I put it inside of actually running the session, even though I shouldn't have. This is something to correct because this is a bad setup. It's a bad setup. Where the hell did I put you? Where are you? All right, beginning of chapter. Goals, Zen, chicken, the consequence pool, creating NPCs, Raven. Okay, so starting. So we're gonna do something a little unusual because Hadrian's on. Because Hadrian showed up, and he's showed up in really extraordinary circumstances. So Hadrian, take yourself off mute. Read off each of your debts. Normally we'd like rotate these, but I know you don't have the time. So let's go. Let's get you taken care of, brother.
Oh gosh. Okay,
So-
so I'm reading off my debts. I'm reading
One
off my
at a
debts.
time.
I sent them to you already, right?
Yes, read them out loud
Yeah,
so that way
sorry,
other
this thing
people.
I sent you, you deleted.
Well, you know me.
Great. So, I'm sorry that I sent you over my debts, but where I typed over the debts, you deleted. So that's why I'm having a hard time.
No, I
finding it.
didn't actually. Here, let me. I've got. If you want to, I can read it off. It's probably simpler for you. The men of the farm lay down their lives to protect my family and me. I must protect their children and future generations as thanks for their sacrifice. So, the question group, did he either defy on behalf of this, or did he cause damage to an organization of any kind trying to follow up on it, or did he hurt another player?
Well, defending the old lady, he hurt Laurentius's honor.
He did. He did. Okay.
Yes.
So,
you did.
here's what you do. Here's what you do, Hadrian. You write what you did. So we've granted that you followed up on that by hurting Laurentius's honor. That's a bullet point for you. So that's one. Hurt L's honor. Okay, so we're gonna do the second one. During a failed harvest, the entire nation lost thousands due to starvation. Must create a large amount of food reserves for the population above subsistence. Again, same question. Defy, hurt an organization, or hurt another player with that.
I think I defy it.
No, none of you can defy at the moment.
Defy is the dice rolling
Oh,
part.
can you repeat what you said?
which organization did I hurt?
Right.
Well, I
So
hurt.
it,
I think I pissed off the Merchants Guild because the Merchants Guild would have, they are dependent on having a food and surplus to prevent starvation. Less food was able to be sold out for trade.
I
Does that work?
mean, no, because it doesn't really come up during the session. It doesn't come up during the chapter itself. So
Of the
I'll
first
read it off.
Hmm.
So it actually has to be something you do during this chapter of play. So I've got during a failed harvest, the entire nation lost thousands due to starvation. I must create a large amount of food reserves for the population
Of course,
above.
of course.
So the
Remember
question,
that this was all because of the stealing of bread, and that stealing of bread triggered the trauma, which is where it goes back to. Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think of that?
That could work.
I think
What
it's
do
on
you
the
think?
edge.
I don't like that you say
Yeah.
that because I'm on the edge too. Nope, outvoted. No fate for that. Outvoted.
No point point.
Okay.
Next one. My knowledge of the struggles of the peasants give me insight into their needs more than any peasants. I must listen to their counsel in my decisions. You really freaking
Yeah.
Okay, actually, you triggered another rule, which is going against a debt for a higher good, which you did. You actually went against this one. You didn't listen all that well. That's what created the problem in the first place. So you get 2 fate points for that. You didn't listen for a higher good. You get 2 fate points. But you have to record 2 bullet points. One is about you ignoring the populace, and the second one has to be why you thought that was necessary.
Of course. So she just ends up looking like an idiot. But this was actually really
Right.
peak.
Right. I mean, like, you actually have to, like, but you get rewarded for it. You're currently sitting at 3 fate. The populace, trying to help them. So yeah, no, this is going to drill down motivations really, really, really fast. Okay, anything else? So you have 2 conditions, which should have had. Oh, there's private chats. Doing this, holding my crying daughter, but oh, geez. All right, getting angry. Oh, Okay, you did not write any lessons for it, but you're in the middle. Okay, guys.
Oh, it probably
I'm
got
hand-
clear because he got out, I think, once.
Okay, well, also, he's in the middle of an airport.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
So I'm saying we hand wave the rule. We give him 1 fate because he took the conditions and he was trying to act on them. He's not in a position that the rest of us are in. So
Yeah.
I know that's not fair. Well, it is fair, but like it's not according to the rules. So take a fate. So you now have 4 fate points because you had a condition, and you were trying to like act according to it. And given your circumstances, you did pretty damn well.
Yeah.
And then let's see your condition lessons, PvP. Okay, you didn't do any of that. Okay, Hadrian, you are good to go, my man. Have a good time on your flight. That was amazing that you
Enjoy.
showed up.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I could have shown up tomorrow, but I got excited to see what would happen. And that and Cal, I'm just saying, even though we're rivals, I respect you as a rival player because you were really, really smart with everything.
This is going to be wild.
Yes, that was awesome. So,
It's gonna be fall.
Hadrian, I'm sending you the amount of fate points you currently have right now. You need to keep track of this. This is important because from here on out, you're going to be using these to great effect in the game. The next session that, in which you play, if you have fate points, this whole game changes completely. So, have a good flight. Thank you so much for showing up. That was awesome. Have a good day, man. Have a good time in Korea.
Wait, is he south or going to south or north?
I'm assuming
Hopefully
he's
south.
going to South. I hope he's going to. You're going to South Korea, right?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
gone.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
Well, to be fair, as a Westerner, when you go to North Korea, they do treat you very well because they're trying to hide the fact that it's a dictatorship.
Oh, well, you know. Okay, so with you two, we're gonna do it normally.
Yeah.
So, Golden, everything we just did with Hadrian is not normal. Like, we sort of followed the rules, but
Yeah.
Hadrian's about to take off on a flight. Like, I mean, you know, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that counts.
Okay. I mean, my God, he showed up. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I've never had a player do that before. This is just such a cool thing to do. Anyway, so now one at a time, you guys will read off either belief or a debt, and we'll all vote together. We're supposed to do this one at a time. We're supposed to cycle through players. So,
Okay.
whichever one of you two wants to go first.
I'll let you go first.
You want to go first or me?
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
So nice. He's so nice.
I have to make contrast with my characters.
Cat.
Okay. Let me go. For the first one, the Church of Elfida gave me an answer to a question I was never satisfied with. I owe my knowledge of Eos. 2. The orphans the church took in showed me kindness despite...
Hold up.
Yeah,
Hold up.
just
Hold up.
the
No,
first
stop.
one for now.
Okay.
So just the first one for now, because we're actually playing it by the rules, opposed to what we just did with Hadrian.
Okay.
Okay. So you read off the first one. You owe your knowledge to them. You acted on this belief, and you definitely got in Laurentius's way with it.
Yeah.
Laurentius had problems because of what you did here. So that's worth a fate point. You have one fate point. So on your character sheet, there's a spot where you can track fate points.
Down the bottom right, next to the stats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
One
I put
fate.
in. I know how to design character sheets. I promise I do. I promise I'm a human being. All right. So that's the first one. Now we go to Laurentius's first one. Go for
Got
it.
it.
The light of Elpida lays within me. I am her messenger.
Oh my dear God, you caused trouble for literally everyone with
Yeah.
this. Oh my dear God, yes. Yes. Not a question. A fate point. Okay, back to you, Golden.
Okay.
Read off your second debt.
The orphans the church took in showed me kindness despite my nature. I owe my ability to empathize to this.
Ironically enough, you also like it wasn't just Laurentius you threw off. You accidentally threw off Lady Marie with this. You actually you made her look bad.
Yeah.
Like you really did. So that's a fate point. So now you're at 2. Now we go over to Laurentius' second one.
Sota City is a corrupt hellscape. It must be purified.
Yes. You literally
I literally called out Lady Marie because of it.
Yep. That's a fate point. That's a fate point. Now we go back to Golden. Golden, what's your third one?
My third one is the church has provided me with sacred texts that gave me more insight into this world. My purpose and goals are fueled due to this.
Oh my God. You acted on this one beautifully. And once again, you screwed over your fellow players with some really. Yep. That's on your third. All right.
The greatest sin of all is greed, and the world is bloated with it.
Yep. That's a fate point. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Read off read off one of your lessons from your conditions, Golden.
Okay, my first one is shame one. Sometimes doing the greater good involves catching some unwanted attention, but it can be useful down the line to improve a situation.
I mean, did you hurt? Let me think. That one gives me pause. Is there a situation you can think of where you acted on that and you damaged like another, like you hurt an organization or another player with it?
I think it's when I accidentally did to Marie by accident.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You were trying to like. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You were trying to cover your tail end. By the way, all of these answers are written down by you guys as bullet points in your journal. Like Golden, all of the things where we're like, oh yeah, take a fate point because you did X. Write that down in your journal. That stuff starts to add up.
This point, but since the noble lady was in a tough spot, I decided to use the passage of the sacred text to preach forgiveness. It worked as the crowd calmed down.
Right. So, like, later, go back and add all of these into your journal. This is how the journal gets added to, because the taking of fate points does all this. Okay. Do you have any more lessons, Laurentius?
I only have one lesson. The children are our future, and the old have forgotten that.
Well, you caused an outburst from a certain person because you burned an old lady to death.
What? When? I don't know.
Literally the end of the session.
No. Peter burned the lady to death. I was just the messenger,
sure.
the conduit of her wrath.
Oh my God. Sure. Sure. Yeah.
I'm surprised I managed to even screw over some players.
It's so easy in this game.
It's easy to do, dude. Like that's
it's harder to not screw them over.
Yes. I mean the game is designed to, like, if you just flex, you accidentally hurt people. Do you have any more lessons from conditions to read out?
There's one last one, like the angry one.
Yeah.
Getting angry over people who won't get an order won't solve anything, but I can channel that anger to do something productive.
I don't know about that one. I don't think that one.
Yeah, I'll be honest, like, because none of this session I don't think has allowed me to use this one.
It happens. It happens. You don't have to act on them all. It's just if you have them, you want to. I don't know how many you currently have. You're getting one per every time we say yes. So, given that you weren't, so let me think. That's 3, 4. You should be sitting at 4 or 5 right now.
I think it's at 4, since we counted like the 3 of my beliefs or steps, and the one you said was for solemn.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yep.
I meant shame, not solemn.
Yeah. No, I understood. Okay. Got all that. No one inflicted any conditions. No one inflicted any conditions on each other. All right. So, I think Laurentius walked away with 5. Did you walk away with 5 or 4?
One for each of the 3 beliefs and one for the children are our future lesson.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So everybody here walked away with 4, which means the next time we play is going to be really interesting. So here's the deal. I will not be in town next Friday. I just won't be in town. So my question, and this is something I'm going to have to ask everybody else, but this is something that I'm realizing, I need to talk to people about it. If we played a day back, so it would be 10 p.m. Thursday, my time, would that be okay?
I'm okay.
All right, cool. What about you?
I know that next time we were meant to play, from the day before that, I have a friend down for like 4 or 5 nights. So
Okay, so
that
so
on weekend. I'm
okay, all right,
imagining.
cool. All right. Well, it was worth asking. Okay, but
Yeah.
Golden should be able to do it, which means that okay, I'll talk to everybody and we'll get that rescheduled. Probably not going to be able to do next Sunday at all. It's just not probably going to be possible for me, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, thanks guys for playing. This was awesome. I'm going to go clean the kitchen and I'll see some of you next Thursday.
Yeah. I was surprised, like, pretty sure Levant just got the highlight.
Yeah.
And I'll probably, like, draw it in my journal.
All right. I'm signing us off. Y'all have a good night.
Awesome.
See ya.
See you.
How do I do that? Right.